Hi there, karibu tukuze matunda. We are back at our Tumaini orchards, and we are now, this is the 4th month that we've just started, and given that we planted these trees on 5th of December, and so far so good. But today I want to quickly speak about an issue that any tree tomato farmer is likely to experience, and this is an issue to do with this disease affecting the leaves. If you take a closer look, you will notice that the leaf look like it's been burnt, and yeah, look at that, and you can clearly see that the leaf even has some little holes, showing that the injury is seriously affecting this tree. And from what I have gathered and from our past experience, this is something to do with blight. Blight is a very common fungal infection that affects tree tomatoes. And as much as we keep on spraying these trees, I must mention that, you know, given that we are in Nyandarua, in the highlands of Nyandarua, Nyandarua is a very cold place. So in the morning, if you look around, you will notice the damage that the local name here is Ba. And basically it's just a fungal infection that affects these young trees, and it's very common. How do you address this? Of course, if you take a sample to any of the agrovet, you will be likely to recommend 1001 fungicide. And for me, this becomes an issue when, say, 3/4 of the leaves are severely affected. But from our past experience, it's very hard to find, to walk into any orchard and fail to find traces of blight on our trees. And if you're there and you want to eliminate this disease, be prepared to keep on alternating fungicides, those curative fungicides. I'm not an expert in agrochemicals, but all I know is that you have to keep alternating them and ensure that you maintain your a regular spraying schedule. If it's 14 days, then it has to be 14 days without fail. Yeah, currently we just changed the fungicides that we were spraying, and we are hoping that the issue will be addressed. But nothing to worry about. This is very common. If you take a closer look, you will notice some small marks. But if you look at the general health of the tree looks good. We also don't like overspraying these trees. We also want them to build their own immunity. But we do the best that we can to ensure that the issue is addressed. So I think my comment about this condition affecting tree tomatoes is that at no in one time, as long as we're in this cold part of this county called Nyandarua, the weather here, especially when it is not raining, things can really get tough here. And another indicator is when you look at what is happening to the grass and to especially napier grass or potatoes, you will notice that these fruits are doing very well thanks to our continuous care. But at no one time I've seen someone who has successively been able to eliminate this condition completely. So you'll always have a few leaves here and there affected, but as long as the general health of the tree is okay, I think that shouldn't worry you much. But I have to keep on reminding farmers that, especially during this time, if we failed to spray these trees, believe you me, you would think that someone had passed some fire on them. They would completely burn or dry up. But so far so good. We continue fighting this condition, and I know for sure when the rains come, the condition tends to go down, but nothing to worry about. So like I've mentioned before, we keep alternating these fungicides, and of course there are those very expensive fungicides. Remember, as a farmer, you have to keep your cost of production low. So yeah, this is acceptable to us because it does not adversely affect the tree general health. And after all, if you look at the leaves that are affected, are the leaves that are on the lower part. These are the leaves that have been in this field for a longer period of time. If you look at the top leaves here, they look very healthy. And what we usually do is that we keep on removing the very adversely affected leaves, and allow those ones that are more healthier to remain. So thank you so much, and I'm glad to hear your feedback on which fungicides that you think can correct this condition, because in our shops today there are 1001 available. So please let me know, especially if you're in this zone, the Nyandarua zone. Please let me know what you use that is both cost effective, both affordable and equally effective. Yeah, thank you so much. Remember to subscribe, share this video, and happy to hear your feedback. Thank you so much. Bye.